So at the time of recording this, the Knuckles series is already out, and let me just say, it yeah, it it wasn't what I was expecting. Look, I'm not saying it's bad, but I think there was something to could improve on it. I mean, what the fuck was that whole thing with episode 4? But today we're gonna break it down. Sorry, well, not really break it down. We're going to give my thoughts and my review on the show. Now that I've watched the full show, I will give my thoughts on it. So yeah, let's get into it. What's up, everyone? I'm Mecha, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Knuckles TV series. Now, if you're new to the channel, I make lots of content, some gaming, some reactions, but today this is going to be something a little bit different for the people who have been on my channel for a bit. We are going to be reviewing the Knuckles show that just came out, I think a couple days ago. So yeah, I'm going to get into it, my thoughts. So yeah, let's get started. Right off the bat, I think episode 1, it's a solid introduction to the show. You got you got the setup, you got the stuff, like Knuckles is not adjusting well to his new home. But yeah, so Sonic and Tails, yes, they are in this. They have a cameo, and they try to they talk to Knuckles, and Knuckles isn't adjusting well. And instantly I thought, well, I mean, yeah, this takes place a little bit after Sonic 2, so this takes place a little bit after Sonic 2, but basically it shows that Knuckles is not adjusting well to his new home on Earth, and he's still in the mind of I have to warrior, and I'm an echidna warrior and stuff. So basically, Sonic and Tails basically try to talk to him, and it doesn't go very well. Actually, it doesn't go well at all. Knuckles is not, Knuckles is not adjusting well to his new home on Earth, but there is, I think, because there is something that does happen with I can't remember how you pronounce it. I think it's Chief Patrick Mac. He basically comes to Knuckles and he's like, yo, you gotta go train. Your quest isn't over, it's just beginning. And we find out actually that the person he's gonna be training is none other than Wade. Yes, Wade. You heard me right. The guy who got 2 minutes of screen time in the Sonic movies is getting a full-on developed show. Man, I don't know where they went wrong with this. But basically, Knuckles trains Wade in the ways of the echidna. Wade got kicked off of his bowling team. And he's really upset about it. So Knuckles basically goes to train Wade in the ways of the echidna warrior, but it doesn't go as planned. So yeah, that's kind of where episode 1 ends. But in oh yeah, that's right here, we get introduced to the 2 agents, and they actually used to work for Gun. But we found that out later, and we end the episode with Knuckles getting captured, and that's basically where the episode ends. So episode 2 opens with Knuckles getting captured or Knuckles in the chamber cage thing. Basically, Wade has a plan to free Knuckles and save him. He comes up with this really like goofy montage of him like trying to break into the bad guy's like lair, but it's really not how it turns out as planned. Really, in fact, his plan fails miserably. Like, it's so bad, he fails miserably. But basically, Knuckles escapes with Wade, and there's actually a nice little Easter egg to the people who have played the Sonic games. Nice little nod to his gliding animation, where he can glide, but he cannot fly. Yes, he made that very clear himself, actually. But basically, that's basically it. They free Knuckles, and then I don't know. They eat for a bit because suddenly Wade gets distracted after escaping a bad guy's lair. Because Wade is Wade, but then they find out that Wade and Knuckles are actually wanted, and there's a bounty on their head, and yeah, so they're on the run. They don't know where to go. They have to lay low. So yeah, they go to Wade's parents' house, or Wade's mum's house, where his sister is there. And oh boy, his sister's a jerk, man. I hate her character. I hate her character. She is a jerk. She is so bad. She is so bad. But basically, that's where episode 2 ends. Really quick, before we get into the next episode, this video will contain spoilers. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead, watch it for yourself. Click off this video right now, watch it for yourself. Then once you've watched it, come back and watch this video, basically. But with that being said, we're 3 episodes in, and you know, I'm still getting kind of hooked. Like, I'm still a bit hooked. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. And episode 3 rolls around, and I don't know what happened here. Basically, Wade remembers past trauma from the family dinners that they've had, because Wade's just like that. And because they're Jewish, they, like, it's like a certain ceremony that they have because they're Jewish. So basically, they have a ceremony, they eat dinner, they watch a movie till the candles blow out. But let's just say that doesn't go as planned. Oh boy. The other thing as well is we actually learn more about Wade's like family, like his dad. He was actually like a professional bowler, and that's why it's like really important to Wade. Yeah, basically, we get to see Wade's like childhood bedroom, and there's actually bounty hunters that come in and they try and attack Wade. They try to bring Knuckles in, but that doesn't go as planned, and Knuckles kicks their asses, and they basically get out of there. And that's sort of where the episode ends. Like, they'll fight the bounty hunters, and then that's basically where the episode ends. Now, at this point, you're probably saying, Mega, why are you like so annoyed at this show? It seems so good so far. Well, I'm glad you asked, because now, oh boy, now we roll around to episode 4. Do I even really need to explain this one? Do I even really need to explain this one? I do. The viewers want to see it. They want to hear me explain episode 4. Are you fucking kidding? Oh boy. Episode 4. Um, I don't know what to say about this, honestly. Um, if I wanted to summarize it up in one thing, it would probably be. Oh, it'd probably be like. Um, Goofy. That's probably the one word I would summarize it up in. It'd be goofy. Um, Again, no hate to Paramount, but my initial reaction to this episode was like, what, what is going on? Like, I wanted to turn it off. Actually, I really wanted to turn it off. But basically, the episode starts with Wade getting kidnapped by his old bowling partner because he wants to collect a bounty on Wade's head. So basically, they capture him, and because they treat Wade like a fucking animal, Wade cannot get out. The bars are electrified, and he doesn't know what to do. So basically, he goes through this goofy dream sequence that turns out to be like a high school musical of like learning Knuckles' backstory and like how the Echidna War is like trained and stuff. But oh man, it's really bad, really fucking bad. I don't know what to say honestly, other than like it's just bad. I don't think there's any story development in episode 4. You could probably even just skip it, I'd say. After that horrible sequence, which I never want to see again, there's this really goofy CGI moment where he like busts out of the cage and he does a fucking hero landing, and he manages to stick the hero landing. Like what? But yeah, that's basically where the episode ends. Now we roll on to episode 5. Now, episode 5 was one of those episodes where I would have liked to see more, of Knuckles and stuff, but I'm sort of happy with what we got. Basically, they are at the bowling tournament in, I think it's like Reno, and they eventually run into Wade's dad. And Wade's dad is like this big shot. He's like, all he knows is like bowling. And we eventually find out that he abandoned Wade and his family because he wanted to become a professional bowler. So, yeah. Basically, the bowling tournament happens, and I think from memory, Wade gets his ass kicked, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, the mum comes by to warn Wade, like, your dad isn't who he says he is and stuff. All of this, like, ooh, evil villain setup talk, until she eventually runs into the 2 agents that we saw in the previous episodes. Yeah, they capture Wade. Wade's mum and Wade's sister, and they threatened to execute them if they didn't bring Knuckles into the hotel to them. Now, they threatened to execute the sister. Honestly, Wade said he was okay with it, and I think I'm okay with it too because she's a bitch. I don't like her. She's annoying. She was mean to Wade. She was like putting him down and shit. Like, I was honestly fine with her getting executed as well, but of course they don't, which really infuriated me. Unfortunately, and he agrees to bring Knuckles into the hotel where the agents are. And that's where episode 5 ends. Now, at this point in the show, you're probably thinking, what's gonna happen? Like, how the heck did Wade betray Knuckles? How come he betrayed Knuckles? Well, that's where we move on to the season finale, episode 6. Now, episode 6 is, it's, it's alright. I would have liked to seen a little more, but it's alright. But basically, it turned out that Knuckles was actually listening to the conversation that Wade was having with the two gun agents. So, hooray! He's not gonna get captured. But yeah, so they fight for a bit, and there's this really epic scene where like they fire rings out of the gun, and he like pushes them back, and they make like a sucking portal, and it like sucks them into like wherever the heck they go. And it's really, really cool. And eventually the semi-finals for the bowling tournament start. And yeah, so I'm not going to go over it a lot because I don't want to bore you guys with all this, like, all my yapping and stuff. But basically, in short of it, Wade beats his dad in the bowling tournament. I know, crazy. Like, it's insane. But as they're playing bowling, and as they're bowling and competing, Knuckles is outside fighting the buyer, which is like the head of this operation. He needs Knuckles' power to power the machines, and yeah. So he's in this like big robotic mech suit, and honestly reminds me of the hippo dude from the Amazing Spider-Man 2. It kind of reminds me of that. I think it was a hippo, I'm not sure. But yeah, so he's fighting him, and then eventually Knuckles, for some reason, gets knocked out and just doesn't decide to fight back. I think because his power gets stolen. And Wade eventually realizes that he's not afraid anymore. And I kid you not, he takes this guy down like it's a fucking boss fight in a video game. Oh my gosh, dude, it was so funny. But eventually, they realize, Knuckles realizes that he has something new to fight for, and that's a family. So they defeat the buyer, and Wade wins a trophy. The dad gets punched in the face, which I was happy about. And they do a little victory jump. Yay! Hooray. So, yeah, that's pretty much where the Knuckles show ends. Now, I will go over my review rating. Episode 1, 9 out of 10. Episode 2, 9 out of 10. Episode 3, about an 8 out of 10. Episode 4, 0 out of 10. Episode 5, I'd say probably about a 7. I thought it was alright. Episode 6, I'd probably give about a 7.5. So there you go. That is my review of the Knuckles TV show. Let me know your thoughts of it down below in the comments. Once again, if you haven't watched the show, this video does contain spoilers, but the show has been out for a few days now, so I don't know why you wouldn't have watched it. Please do not, you can agree with me, but I'm not stopping you guys from watching the show yourselves. I want you to go watch it. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace.